What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we're going to be diving into another Onlys deck, and that is going to be an only instant speed spell deck. So I know first card that catches your attention with this deck is got to be Goblin Wizardry. I mean, it's just two goblins sort of messing around in what appears to be an alchemy lab, causing complete mayhem, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing today, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to remind you, if you're enjoying the content here on the channel, if you're new to the channel or any of that, be sure you're hitting that subscribe button. I can't tell you how much it means to me. We're nearing 10,000, and I got some really big, really cool stuff planned out. Now, if you're watching and you've been watching for a while, you're probably noticing that the thing looks a little different. I look a little different. It's a little bit different angle. The green screen is actually completely fixed. I did a whole new system update. If you're looking for, the actual information on that, go over to the channel in the community tab and you can read, the little snippet or whatever that I posted. So diving into this only instances deck, I will say that this was probably the hardest deck that I've done. It's weird because you think you're going to have a lot more power with only instant speed spells, given, well, you can play them during your opponent's turn, you can play them during your turn, you have all this sort of power, so to speak. But what I came to realize is instant speed spells really don't have any finishers. They have a whole lot of removal and card draw and small damages here and there. But what we're going to be focusing on today, I think, is going to be the best route, if you're going to attempt this for yourself, of course, to get us to that damage. So we have Goblin Wizardry, 4 mana instant speed, create 2 1/1 red Goblin Wizard creature tokens with prowess. What is prowess, you may ask? Whenever you play an instant or a sorcery, of course we have all instant speed spells, then these prowess creatures get +1/+1 on their attack and defense. So you get 2 little 1/1s that every time you play an instant speed thereafter, they get +1/+1 for the turn. Not +1/+1 counters, it is key to note that. But essentially what you do is you play down Goblin Wizardry, and then you have, Startling Development, which turns the 1/1 into a 5/5 because it gives it base stat line of 4/4, and then prowess effects, so +1/+1, and now it's a 5/5. So you can really surprise the foe with a lot of damage there. You can also use Angelic Ascension to turn these little 1/1s into 4/4 flying angels, which is nice power. You also have Rally for the Throne to give you a few extra creatures as well. 3 mana instant speed, create 2 1/1 white human creature tokens. If you use Adamant, which is paying all 3 white mana to cast this spell, then you also get to gain 1 life for each creature you control, which can always save you in a little bit of a bind or a pickle. So again, you can, use these little humans to either turn into blue serpents or turn them into angels. Now, outside of our creatures and our tokens and our shifting and changing and all that kind of stuff, Startling Development does also have cycling on it, so if you're not finding your creature tokens, whatever, then just cycle it and go looking for them, or go looking for removal. You be the deciding factor on that, right? Anyways, we have 3 copies of Shock. It's good to go to face, it's good to remove creatures, so it's just good in general with the deck. Helps you win. I can't English today, so I'm sorry about that. 3 copies of Blitz of the Thunder-Raptor. We're only playing instances again, so you're going to have plenty of power within this spell. It's really good because it also exiles the opponent's stuff. Fire Prophecy helps draw through your deck. 3 mana instant speed at 2 mana cost is not bad. Thrill Possibility helps you cycle through your deck a little bit more. Volcanic Geyser can help you finish out a game, right? If you just have sort of 8-9 mana left over, that's like 6-7 damage that you can just send to the opponent's face. And if you've already had your goblins or angels working on them for a little bit, then, could cap it out. We also have 3 copies of Glacial Grasp and 4 copies of Didn't Say Please to help us mill the opponent just to 7, so we can cast these into the stories or maybe disrupt their scryage or whatever, right? Glacial Grasp also allows us to tap the opponent's creature and allows us to draw a card, so good value there. Fateful End, 3 mana, deals 3 damage and instant speed. It also allows you to scry 1, and this damage can go to anything, which is pretty key, because that means you can send it to the opponent's face to help you end out the game or use it as removal. Then last but not least, we have Inescapable Blaze, 6 mana instant speed. The spell cannot be countered, so sayonara rogues, and deals 6 damage to any target. So obviously you just send this at the opponent's face to help you, again, finish things out. So you couple all of the instant speeds with the prowess of Goblin Wizardry, you can build up these things into being 3/3, swing in, and then you also have things like Fateful End to deal an additional 3 to face, which is potentially non-damage. Not a shabby little turn, right? I will say the biggest problem, like I said, is sort of the coup de grace finishing it out, as if you don't find these creatures, if you don't find the goblins, if you don't find the Rally for the Throne or the angels or whatever, you just don't have a defensive line, so the opponent does have the ability to just sort of go big, which is why we have the counter magic in here, but you don't always find that. So the deck, as far as control goes, is a little lacking, though it does have a lot of damage within it. It's a little deceptive in that manner, right? Anyways, as far as power goes, it's mildly powerful for being an only deck. Speed, it's not very fast. Difficulty to play, it's probably one of the most difficult ones to play because, again, you're trying to decide on which instant speed spell to play and, well, essentially when to play it, right? Anyways, it was a very fun deck. I do recommend if you've been following along with this only series, you check it out at least, and maybe try your hand in an only instant speed spell deck and send it my way so I can test it out as well, right? I feel like I gotta sneeze, so I'm sorry if I do. Anyways, we're gonna go on the deck tech breakdown before I can get this one out. Thank you all so much for watching. If you've been enjoying, again, remember to hit that subscribe button. We're so close to 10,000. We're at 9,000 and something, yada, yada, yada. Anyways, at 10,000, we're dropping a website. I have new emotes coming along the way. We've already done the new setup for the stream and everything. So a lot of cool, fun stuff is coming to the channel, and I can't encourage you enough to help us get to that 10K mark and allow us to, you know, sort of release the Krakens into the public or whatever. That sounds kind of deadly. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. Thanks, everybody, once again. I don't have to alt tab anymore. I forget about that. I just scroll right over here and hit stop. So I will see y'all in the match. Hipster Jace. It's all new Jace. It's a whole new world. Isn't that a song? I feel like that's a Disney song, actually. Oh, man. Opponent does get to go first, but that's okay. We got only instances, so we're fine. You go first. I like it. We got some damage, we got some scryage, we got some creatures, which is always important. We might want to try adding in some Angelic Ascensions. We only have 2 in the deck, and, well, I was going to say, maybe we're just not seeing those enough, but there's one. Blitz is some really good removal. You know, we have nothing but instances in the deck, so they should get pretty high pretty fast. Alright, this should be fun. We got the red mana we need for the Fateful End. We'll hope that their little Poliwag, the little frog over there, doesn't get too big too quick. They are playing Dimir, so I'm assuming that's going to be like Dimir Flash Mutate, and they're trying to pull a fast one over on us. Dirge Bat. Well, hello, Senor Dirge. How big is the Dirge Bat? It's a 3/3. You would be a 3/3, wouldn't you? Fine. Whatever. I don't even care. Oh, another Angelic Ascension. Interesting. Gosh, interesting. So, obviously I want to use, like, Rally and then Angelic on both of our rallies, but I need to be... Like, I feel like we do... Well, we could do Rally on their turn and then come back to our turn, do Angelic. No matter what, we're passing it back to their turn. Right? So we have only instances, so... So why not? Essentially. I could also just use Fateful End here to remove one of their creatures. Like their Dirge. The little Dirge-a-rooski? I think so. Keeps the damage to a minimal. Let's scry. Another land. Do I want more blue mana? I want more playables. If I'm being honest, I just want more playables. All right. Oh, we got more land anyways. You're gonna take the land. You're gonna freaking like it, Chance. All right. Back to the opponent's turn. We're probably gonna go for the rally into the Angelic play here. That being rally on their turn. Come their next turn, we use Angelic on each of our 1/1s and turn them to blah blah blah. Turn them into glorious 4/4s. Wahaha. So we'll let that damage go through. Rally. You'll never see it coming. More than likely, they have another Dirge Bat, and they're just like, yeah, play a creature. I dare you. I'm going to get you back. It's a pouncing. It's kind of the same thing. How much health does pouncing have? 3, right? Okay, so it doesn't actually change our goal for removing this thing. So one of our 1/1s is gone. Kablamo. Goodbye. My turn. Hey, didn't say please. There's something to be said about that. So we are so close to being able to remove that shark. But I can't afford to remove the shark and have the mana for counter. So I'm just going to leave it as is. I think we just take this damage. 13's not a bad spot to be in. Send one of these to the face, because it essentially still allows us to use Blitz. Alright, now we can remove their creature. Okay. I was gonna say, the argument could be made that I should have removed the creature on our turn so they wouldn't have a target for another mutate creature, but this is fine. I mean, I feel like I should mill one of these, like, counter one of these, but neither one of them are that big of a spell, so... Yeah, no, I'm not gonna waste my time on that stuff. Not gonna waste my time on those little eggs, not unless I'm cracking them into a pan and scrambling them. So they got 1 mana. What could it be? Nothing. We just get the exile. That's gotta feel bad. If you're them, not us. We're gonna get... I just don't trust them not to have something. We're gonna pass it back to our turn. Another Fateful End. Alright, that's some solid removal. And yeah, you know, we're only instances, so right back to them. No attacks. In turn. I wonder at what point the opponents find out what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, how deep do I have to go? How many instances do I need to play in order to get you to understand what's going on, man? So, yes, I'm sure. Let's exile this little 1/1. Let's get a 4/4 out. Ta-da! It's magic. No, actually, I don't think so. You keep that Stern Dismissal to yourself. So now they do have 7 cards in the graveyard. They're about to have 8, which means if we draw into an Into the Story, we can activate it. What? So we do have double blue. You have double red. I want more blue. I think blue is the thing we're gonna be hurting on the most. So. Get in for the 4. We have Goblin Wizardry. We can drop on their turn and then still drop an Angelic Ascension on one of those goblins, turn it into a 4/4. So we could have potential 8 damage coming at the foe here. I can't let that happen. I'm sorry. You can get the creature down, but you can't mutate it. Oh, Into the Story off the top here is going to be really good for us. Now, we can't play the Goblin Wizardry. They are still getting down the Harvester, but they're not getting to make us sacrifice the 4/4 Angel, so that's important. The bad thing here, we only have 7 mana, so I can't Into the Story and Goblin Wizardry. Let's crack them. Crack and rack them. Crack. You know what I'm saying? Let's smack them. Massacre Worm. Uh-oh. That's not horrible for us, though, right? It's just -2 on that. Pass 2 attackers. Yes, please swing it with your mysterious eggs. Alright, let's get down these gobos. And let's turn one of the gobos into a 4/4. Yes, I'm sure. Are you sure you want the 4/4? So we can double block here. Argument could be made that that's a fair play. But we also have 8 points of damage in the sky on the next turn. So I'm going to say no. Just hit me in the face. I'm going to play this at sorcery speed, because if we find white mana, then Rally for the Throne can come down and gain us some life, right? So that's always good. Boom, bam, and taking them down. All right, so we have Glacial. We can tap one of their creatures if we want, or we can get down 2 more creatures of our own. So tapping the creature, of course, doesn't take away the mutate ability. They're just getting down to Polywog. Oh, we got this game. We got this game in the bag. Oh, whoa. Pay that adamant. Why would we not? It's crazy. Block. Ha ha ha! Only instances taking them down. I love it. I love anytime one of these only decks can work. The only enchantments felt a little cheap because you have enchantment creatures, but only sorceries, only instances. I feel nothing but good. Reezy 2015 or Rezi? I don't know. English is not my strong suit. So we have a whole lot of Startling Developments. 0 creatures here, though. Not a whole lot of lands. I think we got to take the mulligan there. This looks fine-ish. I'm going to keep. We'll discard the shock, or bottom the shock. Bottomless shock? That sounds like somebody's just stupefied. Bottomless shock. Yeah, I'll take the extra mana, because we do need 4 in order to turn Goblin Wizardry online, and, well, I do want to turn that card online. So I know that has to come down as a plane, so I'm fine playing that right now. I know I want double blue for the end of the story, so I'm pretty sure this is coming down as blue. I just don't know what this Needleverge is coming down as. Like, the double white does help us a lot with Rally for Throne, right? But the double red helps us as far as, well, having all these red spells. So, you know, we'll see. Opponent's playing Witching Well so far. That's like such a interesting play because you just don't see it a lot nowadays, you know? You just don't see it. We are going to go ahead and use Thrill of Possibility, and I'm going to discard the Fire Prophecy here. Opponent hasn't actually shown us any creatures, so I don't, you know, maybe they're just not playing any. Startling Development, that's a fun one to have, for sure, for sure. I think I'm pretty committed in making this be a red mana now. We're going to kick it back to the opponent's turn. We have the counter magic. We have the Goblin Wizardries in case we don't need the counter magic. Thunderous Snapper, sorry, that one I can't allow happen. This is going to put 4 cards in their graveyard, of course, put us that much closer for the end of the story. Back to my turn. Rally for the Throne. We hit that perfectly after I chose the red mana. That's alright. We can still get down the Goblin Wizardries here. Get down a little Gobbo Axarino. Another Thunderous Snapper. There's nothing we can do about that one. And let's get down some Gobbos. Some delicious Gobbos. Alright, we will swing all in because I'm pretty sure we can take out their Thunderous Snapper here. And most people just don't believe that a 1/1 can get that big. They're going to let it happen, and I'm going to just let it happen. Because essentially we can get down more goblins, and then when we play Startling Development, instead of creating 1/5/5 and a 2/2, we'll create 1/5/5 and 3 2/2s. Huh? And that's something to be proud of. Keeper of Fables. Yes! This is a very nice deck from the foe. They're playing like Simic big stuff, and I'm a fan of Simic big stuff. I'm a fan, I tell you. Alright, so we let this happen because I'm not sacrificing some Gobbos to a big Snapping Turtle. That just seems morally wrong, am I right? So, get down these Gobbos. We could have double blocked with the Gobbos there, like left them untapped and went for the block of Ruski. We'll get this down as white mana, so as to not make a fool of myself. I can do this and Startling Development, which gives us 3 3s, which is really nice. If I swing in with 2, leave 2 back, I think that's what I like. Should have swung in with all of them, huh? That's okay. Bam! Take my prowess. So now when we go to block, we can use Rally for Thrones. For the Throne, sorry, Rally for the Throne. I feel like these goblins, once you have this many on the board, it really is more of an all-in kind of strategy. You either all block or you all attack. So I think I've made a mistake. That's okay. We'll still get down Rally. We'll still get the extra creatures. Opponent might be a little... No, they're not cautious at all. They said, nope. I'm going to play my Thunderous Snapper till the end of time. So we are going to chump block the Thunderous here with a 1/1. Of course, they're not going to double block with the Gobbos. Those Gobbos are everything. We're 1 mana away from the end to the story. We don't really have good blocks here. And the scariest thing of all, Elder Gargaroth has Trample. So we're really going to need to find another land or some millage before they start raining hellfire onto us, so to speak. We'll take the 6/6 on the face, we'll block the 4/4, and pray. What is up with all these Simic decks today? We had a Simic Mutate, now we got a Simic Big Stuff. Is Kaldheim bringing some Simic madness I'm not aware of? So I thought it was like Angels and Dwarves and Giants, a very sort of Mardu Jeskai type feel. Hey, hey! They let us draw. They put a card in the graveyard. Yeah, let's keep drawing. Let's keep drawing. I guess a fair argument could be made also for saving these, and then we'll have these 3/3s that we could potentially block with. There's another Goblin Wizardry, so we have more creatures, so we could go 4, and we'll have 3 mana left over after that, which is a Fateful End. I think I'm going to get this down as blue mana. Alright, well, I think we can block here. Like, I think we got a fair block game going on. Okay, so they swing in. They create another 3/3. Oh, they're going to draw a card. Well, I don't know you at all anymore, Reezy. In the beginning, maybe, but now seems as though we've lost touch with one another. The power! Fair argument again could be made that I should have done this at in our attack and just found some way to not die here. But I like this better. So we're losing 1, 2, 3. But we're also taking out. What good game. No! They got us with the trample. That was a good game. I like that. Rowing? Rowing your boat down the stream? Merrily, merrily. Life is but a dream. So we got a Goblin Wizardry in hand. I'm going to keep this hand. We also have a good land layout. So, yeah. So far, so good. The only thing I don't see is the blue mana for the didn't say please. So, let's see what's up with that. I will go ahead and get down the blue mana just in case. I don't want to cycle the Startling Developments because we can, of course, turn these little 1/1 goblins into 4/4 serpents. Is that serpents? Yeah, blue serpents. Still not finding what we need. That's okay. We are 1 turn away from Goblin Wizardry. And oh ho, is it going to be magical. This was actually one of the hardest decks I've had to build because, you know, you come to the realization instant speed spells don't really have a finisher on them. Well, for a good reason, right? An instant speed finisher is kind of deadly. We saw that with the Teamer Reclamation Expansion Explosion little finance that went on, am I right? Anyways, taking a hit here. That's okay. Back to my turn. Into the story. Can't even if I wanted. So back to the opponent. Because of course we have instant speed spells, so we might as well use that to our advantage. The opponent has no idea what we're playing quite yet. Trumpeting Gnar, they're creating additional creatures. That's not good for us. I really wish I could have countered that one. Oh well. Oh well. We can take out that 3/3, I'm pretty sure though. So we'll take this 5/6 on the face. I'm still not in the mood or the mode to be defensive yet. Alright, Glacial Grasp. That's something. They're like, what are you doing? I've never seen this goblin card in my life. I guess we could have used that Startling Development sorta to block the Migratory, but we don't have any other blue instances, or we don't have any other instances except for these blue spells. Not gonna lie, I thought we had pretty good blue split in the deck, but I guess, you know, I guess not. Maybe we should check out some of those Needleverge Pathways, just add in more raw blue mana. We'll see. We will see. Opponent's in a fantastic position. Us, not so much. Hey, there we go. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. So we can Glacial Grasp, tap that Migratory. I'm gonna go no attacks and push it back to him. Scoot Swarm is what's really worrying me here now. Sterix. Yeah, I gotta counter that. Alright, well, that's 4 cards in the opponent's graveyard. So that's, you know, something at least. If we can get another 3, then we can cast that into the story for a little bit cheaper. They should swing it with the 5/6 here. No, they don't. Hey. We did it. We've done it. We don't have the adamant to pay for that, because I used all those Needleverge for red mana. Alright, well, yeah, back to the opponent. No reason for us to do anything here. Hopefully they don't just overrun us with scoots. But we have Rally, so, you know, create 2 more little 1/1s. Won't gain us life, but the additional creatures will be nice. Oh, this is so bad. Alright, but it's what I should do, right? Just go ahead and tap it out. Puts them down to 6, which means theoretically if we can remove just 1 single card, you know, into the story, becomes a lot more beneficial to us. So they're going to create the 3/3. I still think they should have mutated down on the Scoot Swarm. Like, what? Copying Sterix? Yeah, that would have been much better than just copying these little 1/1s. Oh my goodness! So things are looking a little grim. On the bright side, though, if they swing in with that... Oh my god. Alright, whatever. Resolve all. At this point, I just want to see what we top deck, you know? Not gonna lie, I don't have the instant speed like... Hi, hello from Brazil. What is up, dinosaur? I like dinosaurs, actually. I have a whole... I should really just resolve all here. I have a whole dinosaur blanket my grandma had quilted for me. She quilted it for me. I shouldn't say she had it quilted for me, because that makes it sound like she didn't do it. Anyways, so Scoot Swarm should swing in here. Ha ha ha! Not going down without a fight. I'm just trying to think of a way that we can get back into this game, you know what I mean? Alright, so block, 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 block. These little goblins have actually been doing quite a little bit of work. I will say I am pleasantly surprised. I don't think that's going to change anything. Let's draw, see what we can hit here, but I think we're just out of luck. Yeah. Another Goblin Wizardry, though. That's cool. Alright.